There are two trimmer blades used on your hedge trimmer. The blades move back and forth opposite of each other to cut shrubs and bushes. The blades will become nicked and dull with use. Sometimes a tooth can break off of a blade. If the trimmer is dropped, the teeth can be bent. Replacing the cutter blade is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the blade nuts from the bar. Now remove the protector, turn the clipper over, and remove the blade screws. Now remove the gearbox cover. With the cover removed, now I'll go ahead and remove the grease from the gearbox. Now begin disassembling the gearbox. I'll remove the felt seal, the first gear, the first blade. There's also a washer that fits between the blades. And now the second blade. Now begin installing the new blade or blades. The first blade installs with the bevels pointed down. As I install the blades, notice on the gear that there's an indexing mark, and that indexing mark is pointing towards the drive gear. As I install the second drive gear, I'll need to make sure that that index mark is aligned in the same position. I'll place the blade over the eccentric on the gear, and again, the bevels on the blade are pointing down. Now I'll apply a little grease to that lower gear and the first blade. I'll install the washer that fits between the blades and the second blade. And this time, the bevel on the blade is pointing up. Just a small amount of grease around that blade. And now the second gear. And again, I align that indexing mark towards the drive gear, just the same as the other. I'll slide the blade in and out as needed to get it to align with the eccentric. Like that. Now reinstall the felt seal at the front of the gearbox and finish packing the gearbox with grease. And I'll reinstall the cover. Now reinstall the blade bolts. The long bolt goes into the handle. I'll use a wrench and tighten the bolt. The remaining bolts are all the short ones. Now reinstall the protector and the nose guard. Now reinstall the nuts. At this point, I'll leave them just hand tight. Over the protector, I'll also install a washer. Now I'll set the proper tension on each of the bolts. Previously, we tightened them all the way. Now release them a quarter of a turn. And I'll use 2 wrenches to tighten up the nuts. 1 wrench to keep the bolt from turning, and the other to tighten the nut. And that's how you can install a new cutter blade on your hedge clipper. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up
And leave a comment.